Hello guys, in this video we're reacting to stories by the Odd Ones Out. So anyway, let's get
I
into
think
the
that everyone
reaction.
at some point in their life should work in a fast food or retail job. Not to improve their work ethic or anything, but so that everyone knows what it's like to have that kind of job. They wouldn't work in fast food their whole lives, maybe just like for 6 months, just so they get a
Oh
feel
well,
for
so
it.
you
So
might
with that,
not
let's
really
talk
hear
about the
the
time when
video
I
I'm
worked in
reacting
fast
to
food.
because
I
I
used to work at a
turned the
very small
volume
local
down
sandwich
really
shop.
low
I don't
so
know if any of
you
you guys
guys could
heard of
hear me
it. It's
better.
called Subway. Our spokesperson was in the news recently. I don't know if you guys look at the news. Did you hear he got
Yeah,
beat
I
up
don't
in
really
jail?
watch the
I kind of want to
news.
meet the person who beat up Jared more than Jared. Not in person. We wouldn't meet in person, obviously. But like, he would
Yeah,
be behind bars, and I would just look at the guy who beat up my
yeah,
spokesperson.
it,
How many
it,
people get to say
yeah,
that they
like
beat
if
up a
I had
fast
like a
food
retail
icon who is
job,
also a
I'd do the
pedophile?
same thing.
Only one, and it's that guy. Okay, but seriously, guys, working at Subway was probably one of the most easiest jobs out there. I don't know why I'm about to complain about it to you guys. We got free cookies. And you know the comic with the Subways in Hell? I was actually working at Subway when I made that comic. I just think it adds sort of a little bit of value to it. You see, the owners,
Oh,
who were husband and wife, can you believe it,
mm,
of the Subway I worked at, owned 2 stores. One of the Subway stores was in a Walmart on an Indian reservation, because we have those in
oh,
Arizona, and the other
oh,
Subway
yeah.
was the Subway I worked at. And since the Walmart store was always busy, the owners would spend 99% of their time at that store. So I didn't really have a boss most of the
Okay.
time. On the off chance the owners did show up, they would just pick up some food and then they would make sure I was
Okay.
making sandwiches the right way. And
Yeah,
every
you
time I made a
always have
sandwich
to
in
check
front of them,
on your
they would
workers
always
from
find
time to
something wrong with it,
time.
without fail. You put on too many olives. Do you know, according to the Subway formula, you're only supposed to put on 8 olives on a foot long?
6.
8! One
6.
for every other bite. That's just ridiculous. Can you imagine someone just counting out 8 olives? Nobody does that.
6
I usually
olives.
worked the closing shift, and at the end of the night, we would turn the alarm and we have 60 seconds to get out of the store. But one time I had the opening shift, so I unlocked the door to get in with
Oh
my
yeah,
key,
you
and the
always
alarm
have
went
to have
beep,
the alarm
beep,
on so
meaning
if
I had
anyone
60
tries to
seconds to
break
turn it off.
in.
No big deal, right? I've turned the alarm on all the time when I was closing. So I go to the little control panel and I type in the code, and nothing happens. The beeping is still there and the clock is still ticking down. So I go, okay, I'm going to press
Okay.
each button very carefully. I'm going to make sure each button makes a beep when I press it. Beep, beep, beep. Nothing still happens. So I go, okay, I'm going to make sure to press each
They must have
button
changed it
very
then.
carefully. And I start thinking, did they change the passcode without telling me?
Yeah,
Well, this is the
they
only
definitely
passcode I know,
changed
so
it.
we're just going to try it again. And I press each button very carefully. Beep, beep, beep. And it goes quiet. And then the alarm goes off. I still had like 20 seconds left. But I guess when you get it wrong 3 times, it automatically assumes that you're a burglar. So while the alarm
Yeah,
is going
because
off, I look
a
on the
real
contact sheet
employee
for the
would
owner's cell
actually
phone number. I step
would
outside,
get it
I
right
call
on the
him, and he
first
doesn't
try.
pick up. So I go back inside, find the number for the other Subway store. They open an hour before we do. Someone picks up with their stupid voice. Oh, thank you for calling Subway. I'm blah, 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 blah. How may I help you? And I go, hey, is Mike there? It's not his real name, guys, don't worry. And they go, just a minute. Yeah, sure, I have all the time in the world.
Yes,
The cops might be on their way, but take your time.
yeah, the
So,
police might
Mike
be
picks
on
up.
their way,
Yellow. Hey, Mike,
yeah,
this
there's
is James.
one of the owners.
What's the passcode for the alarm? Who is this? It's James. What's the
Yeah,
passcode?
yeah,
What are you doing
James,
there,
one of the
James? Why
workers.
aren't you answering the question? I have the opening shift. Is the alarm going off? Yeah,
Yeah.
no one told me the new code. Yeah, we changed it. It's the last 4 digits of your social security number. Oh, okay, thanks, Mike. I don't know my social security number. So I finally get the alarm off.
I
No
feel
one
like
showed up,
everyone
thankfully.
would know
Which
that.
I actually don't know if that's
Would
a
know
good
their
thing or not, now that I
security
say it out
number.
loud. We did have a store manager who would like make the schedule and sometimes tell us, hey, can you guys do a better
I
job at
like how
your job?
like
But other than that,
James's
she
job
was
was on
cool.
like
She watches my
every
videos
part
and
of the
so do her
chart.
little brothers. They're big fans. Shout out to Ivan and Andy. Those are the brothers. So get this, at Subway, you only work with one other person. Just you and them in an empty Subway
Yeah,
for
I've been
5
to a
hours.
Subway
I mean, we weren't
once.
like empty all the time.
I didn't
Okay.
work
And when you're not
there,
making sandwiches,
but
you have other
I
stuff to do, like
went
stocking
there
the
to,
chips
like,
or
get food.
we had stuff to do. But
There was
okay, we
only
did watch a
2
lot of
workers
Netflix and do
there.
homework, so I mean, that other person you worked with would make or break your entire shift. It wasn't the annoying customers. I kind of got used to annoying customers. So I
Oh,
worked
there's
with a lot of
actually
crappy
a
people.
video
And I also worked with a lot of people who I would probably
another
never
Subway
become friends
video
with except
for
in a work
annoying
setting. You see, you
customers.
gotta understand the type of people who got jobs at Subway. potheads. Most of them were potheads. And some of them were really cool. I'm just going to go over a couple of the characters that I worked with. There was Tyler. I freaking love this guy. He smoked a lot of weed. He actually taught me what vaping was, and he got me into Clash of Clans. I actually mentioned him and his girlfriend in my riddles video. I don't know if I ever told him that. And of course, I have to mention Corey. He was cool. We watched How to Get Away with Murder on Netflix, and I've also hung out with him outside of work. What him and Tyler had in common is that they would actually do their job, which you got to appreciate. Then there was this guy. Get this, who was also named Jared, and he was fat. I know, right? He's like Jared before. He loved marble, and that's like the only thing he would talk about. I can say these things. He doesn't watch my videos. There was Sarah. She was cool. She made me a bread bowl. And her boyfriend, Jay, he talked about chakras and third eyes. He was interesting. And also, there's Anthony. He's cool. What's up, Anthony? For the 100,000 sprinkles video, I actually went back to Subway to use their scale because I knew they had one. And we counted 500 sprinkles again just to be more accurate for the 100,000. And Anthony helped me count instead of working. I mean, at least he got paid minimum wage for it. So 2 more stories before I go. One time, Jared asked me to take out this pile of trash, and I was like, oh, okay, I'll just put this pile of trash in the dumpster. And as I was taking it out, I saw that there was a chip poster in the pile, and I thought, this is too cool to throw away. I'm going to keep it. So I took it home with me, and then the next day when I went in, people were saying, oh, where's the chip poster? We can't find the chip poster. We haven't seen it anywhere. And I'm thinking, I have the poster. I decided not to tell anyone that I had the poster. And it's still hanging up in my room. Sorry, boss, if you're finding out about this now. Okay, and then the other story, I was working with a manager, and we were just making sandwiches like usual. And I noticed that when we toasted a sandwich, it would burn the paper a little on the edges. That probably shouldn't be happening. So then a customer asks for just bacon toasted. And the boss lady puts some bacon on paper and then puts it in the toaster. And we don't have a setting for just bacon. So then when she opens the toaster, there was a fire on the bacon. So then she starts to whack it with the little metal tray thing. But all she ended up doing was fanning the flames, making the fire bigger. You got this, right? Then I went in the back and I got the fire extinguisher and I actually used it. I single-handedly saved that Subway. Wait, what have I done? Is it okay if the bacon's a little crispy and has nitrogen and carbon dioxide stuff on it? Wow, I didn't even mention a single bad customer.
Okay, so that's the end of this video. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. I know I didn't talk much because I don't really know what to say in this video. I'm running out of ideas. Luckily, this was suggested to me. So anyway, make sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I will see you guys later. Bye.